Hello, everyone. My name is Oka Smith III, and I'm the CEO and founder of Tetragram. I wanted to put together this quick how-to video to show you how easy it is for you to journal your experiences, to keep track of the products that you're using to treat the symptoms associated with PTSD as part of this research study. Now, once you download Tetragram from the App Store or Google Play Store, create an account, enter in your demographic information, you're going to come to our home screen. And this is where you're going to start journaling your experiences with the various cannabis and CBD products that you're using to treat PTSD and those associated symptoms. So the first thing you'll do when you've recently purchased a cannabis or CBD product is select New Session. Now, you will notice that we have already created a tab called Manage PTSD. It is mandatory that you select this tab, but we also wanted to give you the ability to select other conditions or create custom conditions associated with psychological, pain, and physical that might be associated with your symptoms of PTSD. It is not a requirement, but it is completely up to you. And if the defaults don't list one of these attributed conditions associated with PTSD, you can create your own. But as I mentioned, PTSD is required. So once you make that selection, you can hit continue. And then this is where you'll document where you bought that cannabis or CBD product, whether it was from a dispensary, a store, an online store, or homegrown. Now, here at Tetragram, we do have over 400 dispensary partners that we work with, but there are going to be chances where you're buying products from dispensaries that aren't currently customers of ours. And so let me show you what that looks like. So once you click on dispensary, and let's say, for example, you type in Green Meadow. So as you can see, Green Meadow is not currently a dispensary customer of ours. But this is where you would just simply hit yes, and then you'll be able to document exactly what the name of that product is. For example, I'm going to type in Green Kush as the product name. And then you see this button here where it says Add Product Specifics. So this is where you will click on that button and then determine the strain type, whether it be sativa, indica, sativa hybrid, indica hybrid, hybrid, or just unknown. I'm going to select indica. And then this is where you will enter in the THC or CBD amounts. Once you click on these fields, you will simply type in whatever that number might be, hit add, and then the name of that cultivator or brand. So let's just say it's Jungle Boys is the brand name. And I know it's different state to state, where some states actually have terpene and cannabinoid information on a product and some do not. But if you do have access to that information, we definitely encourage you to enter that information as well. So that once you click on this add terpenes and cannabinoids, there'll be a list of selections for you to choose from. So if you were to just click on like THCV, for example, you could then tap on that and enter in that amount. And if it's percentage-wise, great. Or if it's milligrams, you can do that as well. But I'm going to exit out of there, exit out of that, and hit save. So then the next thing that you'll be able to document is how you plan to consume that product, whether it be inhalation, orally, topically, or other. So let's go through these. If it's inhalation, the first thing we're going to ask you is what method are you consuming that product? I mean, what device are you going to be using? Secondly, we're going to ask you what the product type is, meaning what form did that product come in? If it's orally, you'll have these categories to choose from here. And then as you can see, everything switches to milligrams. The same goes for topically, where you have the categories. And then lastly, we have other, where suppositories and bath salts are. So for the sake of this exercise, I'm going to select inhalation. I'm going to choose bong. I'm going to be using flower. And I'm approximately going to take about 6 puffs of this product. Hit save. And then I can add photos. So keep in mind, folks, every time you log a session with a product, you can include up to 3 photos per session. Completely up to you. But once you select photo, this is where you can pull from your phone's photo archive, or you could take a picture of that product on the fly. Once you hit continue, we've given you the ability to add additional products, because I know a lot of patients will use flour initially because they get instant relief, but also eat an edible so that by the time that flour effect wears off, the edible kicks in. And so all you have to do is simply click on add new product, and then you'll be able to include that additional product that you're using in one swing. Once you hit continue, this is where you can add any notes to this text form. We do encourage you to let us know what the price you might have paid for that product is. But we have seen people who, document the smell of that product, or just, notes about like the packaging and so forth. Completely up to you. Not mandatory. But once you hit continue, then it's time for you to determine whether or not you want to rate this product now, or if you want to set a reminder so that the app will actually send you a notification asking you to rate it at a later time. If you do choose to rate the product at a later time, which is completely understandable, especially if you're using an edible that takes, anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours to kick in, you simply click on Remind Me Later, and then this is where you can select the amount of hours or minutes that you want the app to notify you. But once you get notified or rate that product right away, you'll see that we pull in the name of that product, who the cultivator or brand is, how you plan on consuming it. And again, you're using this product to manage PTSD. And then this is where you'll start rating that product. So the first thing we're going to ask is, what was your overall experience out of 5 stars? So you can make that selection here. And then more importantly, did it help treat your health goal of PTSD? Yes or no? Then you can select how long it took before you felt like that product started treating your symptom. So simply using this sliding scale, you can do so. And then you can also select how long you felt that that product lasted in terms of treating your symptom. And again, another sliding scale. Now we've added 2 customizable questions here, which is, what was the flavor of that product? Now, as you can see, I have a lot of selections to choose from because I created a lot of custom flavors by tapping on this button, which you can do as well. So for my purposes, I'm going to say that this product was earthy, maybe a little harsh. You can make as many selections as you wish. Now, more importantly, we really want to know how that product made you feel, both positive and negative. So again, there'll be some defaults here, but we do encourage you to create your own custom feelings, really describing how that product made you feel. So you can say it made you feel productive, lazy, sleepy, completely up to you. If you accidentally tap one by accident, you just tap it again and it goes away. But I'm going to say that this product made me productive and relaxed. Now, once you hit save rating, that's it. These will start to show on what we refer to as your digital timeline or journal, so that you can easily resort back to them at any time. If you're going to be using the same product multiple times and like changing the amount that you use, this icon right here makes it easy for you to just repeat a session without logging all that initial information over again. And that's it, folks. I want to thank you from the entire team here at Tetragram and the Connor Sheffield Foundation for participating in this groundbreaking research. And at the end of the day, we are going to be using all this information to further show the efficacy of cannabis use. Have a great day.